Spine broken in 6 different places, stomach and uterus impaled, shoulder dislocated, collarbone and right leg broken in multiple areas. Frida Khalo lays with the sketch pad in her lap. She is one of the few survivors of a deadly bus accident in Mexico City. Sounds gruesome? Well, this was the reality of Frida, soon to be one of Mexico's most famous painters. After this horrifying accident, Khalo started to sketch, draw, and paint the world through her eyes. The crash changed her life and body permanently. Frida Kahlo, in the span of her short life, has achieved many accomplishments, such as becoming a public figure for the feminist and LGBTQ movement. She uses her well-known unibrow, facial hair, long neck, and formidable stare to defy the traditional beauty standards. She now has about 200 known paintings that have been sold in Mexico and in France. Frida, with her hybrid creatures, surreal landscapes, and disembodied organs, is often associated with surrealism. But while surrealism uses dreamlike images to explore the unconscious mind, Frida uses them to depict her physical body, her life story, political views, her experiences, love, sorrow, and pain. Born on July 6, 1907, Frida Kahlo was the third of 4 daughters born to a German-Hungarian Jewish father and a mother of Spanish and Mexican Indian descent. Even from a young age, Kahlo was struggling with polio, which after some time crippled her right leg. She would wear long skirts to hide the fact that her right leg was shorter than the left. Before her injury, Kahlo met a famous muralist named Diego Rivera, who attended the same school that she did, the National Preparatory School in Mexico City. She started dating Rivera in 1928. They were an eccentric couple who had a very rocky relationship, with ups and downs. They even divorced at one point. But still, they dedicated their lives to art, as well as being vocal supporters of Marxism and on and off members of the Mexican Communist Party of 1927. Her support often showed up in her art. The Mexican Revolution of 1910 was a big part of Kahlo's life. The Arsenal, a mural painted by Frida's husband, Rivera, shows Frida as an activist. In the artwork, she is wearing a red shirt, the color symbolism of communism, passing out arms to the communist revolutionaries. Kahlo and Rivera were also big supporters of Mexicanidad, which calls for stripping away of all colonial influences and reverting back to the culture of the indigenous. This is why she often dressed in traditional Tijuana clothing, which consisted of long, colorful, patterned skirts, native to Oaxaca. In the summer of 1940, Kahlo found herself in jail on account of her alleged murder of Leon Trotsky. It all started back when they met 3 years prior. He was this 57-year-old politician who was heavily involved in the Russian Revolution. After Trotsky was thrown out of power by Joseph Stalin, he sought refuge in Mexico. There was even a short romance between Kahlo and Trotsky, and Kahlo dedicated a painting to him. Even after the breakup, they remained good friends and continued to share their political interests. Rivera and Kahlo were followers of the Trotsky ideology, but as Stalin's power grew, Trotsky's support dwindled, and the couple switched, becoming Stalinists. Even after Leon Trotsky's assassination and a day in jail, she continued to show her support for communism, verbally and in her art. A diary entry from 1951 states, "I want to turn my work into something useful. Until now, I have managed simply an honest expression of my own self, but one which is unfortunately a long way from serving the party. I must struggle with all my strength to ensure that the little positive that my health allows me to do also benefits the revolution, the only real reason to live." Frida Kahlo passed away in 1954, only living 47 years, but considering her health conditions was an amazing feat. The cause of her death is uncertain, but was officially listed as pulmonary embolism, but no autopsy was done. Many believe that she died of suicide by overdose. Her last painting, titled Viva la Vida, meaning long live life, and her diary entry a few days before her death further fuel this theory. They amputated my leg 6 months ago. They have given me centuries of torture, and at moments I almost lost my reason. I keep on waiting to kill myself. Although Kahlo's death remains a mystery, she will always be remembered as a strong, unwavering woman with a confident, society-bending essence. Both romantic and intellectual sides of her will always show through her erratic art, which conveys her deepest insecurities, her paralyzing pain from her disabilities, and her queerness. Not only her paintings, but her whole life will always be considered nothing less than a groundbreaking masterpiece.